Hello YouTube and welcome to tutorial number 21 in the PHP programming tutorial series. Now I apologize for not making a video for a few days. I came down with a really bad cold and I lost my voice kind of, so I'm getting a bit better now, so I think I'm ready to make some new tutorials. So I apologize if I have kind of like croaky voice, but you know, let's just hope it works out. So you need to create a new file called strpos.php, and what we're going to be doing in this video is I'm going to be covering the string position function, or strpos, and what this will allow us to do is find the position of one string in another string, and it's useful for finding if a string contains a certain string. So let's say we're asking a user to enter their email, we can use this to check if it contains an @ symbol. Now there is a better way of doing this with regular expression, the preg, but I will be covering this further down the line. That's just kind of like a little example of how we could use this, so let's get on with it. So in this video we're going to be using the identical operator. Now so far we've covered the assignment operator, which is, let me just comment this, the == sign. That is the assignment operator to assign a variable to a value, and the other one we've used is the equals, which is a comparison operator, the =, and that will compare one thing to another. But in this video we're going to be using the =. Now I don't want to confuse you guys about all these different operators all together, so I'm just going to try and keep it brief. The identical operator, the =, that will determine if if two values are the same value and also the same data type. So for example, if you had 50 as a string and then 50 as a variable and you use the =, they would not be identical because they're not the same data type. So we're going to use that in this video. Okay, so pretty much what we're going to be doing today is looking at the string position function. So we're going to need a string that we're going to search. This is our haystack. I'm going to just type sentence, and this sentence is going to be this is tutorial number 21, and now that we've got this, we need to search for something inside this sentence. So this is our haystack. Now we need our needle, so this is going to be, we'll just call this needle, and we're going to just, let's see, what will we look for. We'll look for n. Now, and what this is going to do is we're going to search this string for this character, and we're looking for n inside of here. Now, to make a string position, to use the string position function, we first need to declare a variable to store the return value. So we're going to call this search, and now all we need to do is use the string position function. All we need to do is type strpos, and sorry, 1 second. Sorry about that, my mic was falling out. But to declare a string position function, you need to type strpos, and there are two parameters that you need to fill, so add your brackets. And the first one is going to be the haystack, or the sentence that you want to search. So we're going to type sentence, and then you have a comma, and the next one is going to be the needle, so we'll type needle. Okay, so let's go through this. We've just declared a sentence, and this is tutorial number 21, and then we've got a needle that we want to search for inside this sentence. So if we look down here on Notepad++, it says column right here. This is position number 14. So if we go all the way down to n, then that's 31. So I'm guessing it will be around 17. I'm not sure if it'll be after, or because there's also a 0 involved. I'm just going to say, yeah, before, oh, actually, yeah, but it'll be 17. So what this will do, when we use this string position function, we're setting the value of search to the return value of this function, and what it will return is, it will either return the position of the needle inside of the sentence, or if the needle is not inside the sentence, it will return false. So there's two possible outcomes for this. It will either return an integer, or it will return the boolean false. So we need to read the result of this. So we're going to create a simple if statement. We're going to say if, in our brackets, I'm going to say if search, which is the return we get, and then we're going to use our =, and then false, and that's just saying if we've been returned false, then we're simply going to echo out, the string was not found. But if it was found, we're going to say else, and we're going to echo out the position of the string is space, and we're going to concatenate the return value of the string position. So do that, and let's just go through this one more time. So we declare our sentence up here, which is this is tutorial number 21, and the needle is n. What we're searching for inside here is n. And what this will do now, the function will go and check. It will say, okay, is needle inside of sentence? So is the letter n inside of this is tutorial number 21? And if it is, it will give us the exact the placement of where this is, the position, sorry, of where n is inside the sentence, which will be an integer. But if it isn't, it's going to return the boolean false. So we can save this, go to strpos.php, and you'll see the position of the string is 17, just like I said before. But let's say we want to test it out, and let's say, you know, we want to put a character that isn't in there, x, save this. You'll see the string was not found. So we can see that our string position function is actually working, and a practical use for this, as I said, it could have been email. So let's just test this out. Now this actually isn't a good way to check for emails or, you know, anything like that, because there could not be a valid email, there could not be anything before it, could not have a .com or whatever after it. That's why we need to use regex for this, regular expressions, which will be in a further tutorial. But just to test it out, let's just try this again. We're going to say email is equal to testing@hotmail.com, and we'll use single quotes for this. Oops, forgetting where my single quote is. Okay, and the search, the needle, is going to be an @sign. I'm going blind today. Okay, so now we need to declare our search, our string position function. So we're going to say str position, and we're going to look inside of email, and we're going to look for needle. Okay, and now all we're going to do is make a simple if statement. So we're going to say if search and then triple equals, as we said before, is false. Then we're going to echo out this is not a valid email, and then we're going to do else. We're going to say echo out this is a valid email. So let's just test this out, save that, reload it, and it says this is a valid email, because it goes through this and says, okay, we're going to search inside of email for needle, and the needle is this, and it says, okay, so if search is false, but it didn't return false, it actually returned the value of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think it would be 8. It returned the value of 8, so we're going to go to else and say this is a valid email. So if we change this to just some random string, save this, say this is not a valid email. So once again, we will be covering the regular expression to do things like this, but that's just kind of a way to show, to get it across, because I couldn't really think of another way on the spot. I didn't plan this video. So if you have any questions about this, then please leave a comment, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and keep watching for the next tutorial.